Okay. So basically what this is a report builder or a query builder that is based upon lists. Lists are pre-done data sources. One of the hardest parts of doing custom reports, whenever you get a new system or anything like that, when you go in and you need to do reports, the hardest part of doing the report is finding out where the data comes from. Often that consists of building some custom queries. You need to know in that cases you'd need to know a little bit of SQL or whatever, and finding out where all your data comes from and making sure that you get the correct data for the correct report is one of the hardest part of making a report. So the purpose of the list is to provide the data to you in a format and in a way that you can use them without having to go and refigure out where you're getting the data from. So what happens is there's lists over here, and they're basically these are different lists. Like this is a list of distributors. This is a list of sponsored counts. If you don't know exactly what it is, you can drag it out. You'll see what it's doing. You'll see that it returns an UpIDAN ID and the count of how many people they sponsored. So this tells you who sponsored how many people. So just simply by dragging it out, I can get a list. If this gives me their ID, if I want to know their name, it tells me that I can join this blue to this blue here to get the other information about that distributor. So I can do that. You can see here it gives me the count, it gives me the distributor ID, which is joined to, you see these two are automatically connected. Yes, you can drag and drop columns. I'll get to that too in a minute. Um, so you can basically you see that these blue things connected together to make your report as you need it. You basically said yes, exactly. Two joined tables. So basically, you joined your sponsored count with the distributor information using that blue join. Now you can continue the join, say the yellow. You wanted to know how many people sponsored, how many people did they sponsor in a specific country. So you can drag that out, and it'll tell you in a specific country. In this particular case, it's the United States. So you can drop these down and put more filters in there. For example, I want to know, you can see here that this is my sponsored count. There's somebody, he sponsored 4, he sponsored 2, he sponsored 4, and he sponsored 1. So I want to know anybody that did 2 or more. So I'm just going to say 2 or more, update that, and you can see that the 1 disappeared off of the list. So you can do that. So, uh, yeah, you can filter it down. Exactly. You can hide columns as well here to make your report a little bit more readable, manageable. Maybe you don't care about certain fields or whatever. So yeah, yeah, it is. It is always an and together. So and basically the power of the whole thing is to be able to go through and get the power of well, the width isn't generated here. This isn't. This is just a preview of the data. This is not how it will look. You don't change width. When it prints based upon the data. Like this one will be a lot sooner, and this one will be a lot wider. Yeah, when you view the report, it's not done yet. I don't have that, but when you view the report, yeah, I haven't actually got the report. For the preview, they're all the same size. You see every column is the same width. But when you run the report, it won't be that way. Yeah, yeah. The thing that really matters to you is the fact that this is a query builder. Underneath, there's a query that's generated, and you take that and tie it to all the other stuff. Yeah, it's based. Yeah, this tells you what the keys are if you care. 90% of the time, you don't ever care. You just know a purple goes to a purple and a blue goes to a blue. What is it? I don't care. I just know I need a blue. You know what I mean? So, for example, if yes. So, for example, let's say I wanted to know everybody that purchased a specific item that lived in India, right? So I can come in here and I can give the specific item 1, 2, 3, whatever, and I can come over here and say where the country is India. But what's happening is, also works. So what happens is it's telling me that there's an error here because a brown and yellow doesn't go together. See these? Yep. So here's a yellow that I can use. That's not going to help me. There's a blue and a yellow and a purple. A yellow and a purple. But here's a purple and a brown. So maybe that's so if I use this brown and purple to this purple and yellow, that'll work. So basically, I grab that. Huh? Yep. It's going from the inventory item to the orders by date to it's going from the item to the detail to the order itself to the country. Yeah, and it does all that automatically for you. You don't. It doesn't matter what order you put these in; it would do them automatically. Yeah, you would save the query or save the report. You got it. Yeah, so they're not tables per se. For example, distributor sponsored count, orders by date, associate PV. This one, and this one. No, it's not. Sorry. A bunch of these are from the exact same table. This one's from the orders table. This one's from the orders table. This one's from the orders table. This one's from the distributors table. This one's from the distributor table. This one's from the order table. Does that make sense? It's there are different ways of yeah, if you wanted to, for sure. Yeah, I understand that. You'll have full power over the UI piece. You know what I mean? It's the code underneath is the secret sauce. What makes the secret sauce the real power thing behind it is the fact that you can connect these any way you want without having to drag lines. If you wanted to, yes. Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing about this though, is there really is no such thing as a parent and child. Which one's a parent or the child of any other one? I know. In this particular case, there's not though. Like, is the order detail the parent child of orders? Yeah, I guess you could think of it that way. But then which one? You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, that's what this is. Country can be joined to orders or to distributors. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the customer master file has two colors. It has two colors. It has a yellow and a blue. It has two keys. It means it has two places that you can connect to it on. For example, is an yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Is there's really So when you connect distributors and orders together, which one's the parent and which one's the child? Huh? If you want it different, then yes. Well, if you, this is all you web based, so when you do some, yeah, yeah, because literally it generates a query, and you can basically do, any programmer in 2 seconds can do that. GUI isn't what's hard here. The GUI you can do in 2 minutes on any, you know what I mean? Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's basically it. The secret is the thing that makes this powerful is the fact that you're not dragging lines to lines. For example, okay, you don't. A developer does at some point, yes. Yeah, that's what's done in the first pass. No, I don't have that here. There, where the programmer defines them in the database itself. Yeah, same place, same place. Yeah, no, no, it's built into this tool. When it looks for stuff, it looks for pieces like that. So. No, you don't. I don't have an interface for it. I can show you how it works, but you're gonna, yeah. I went and did it in the back door.